All right. Metric unit conversions, English to metric units, and then weight combination by percent. So metric unit conversions, you just have to memorize a couple things here. First thing that hopefully everyone knows is how many centimeters are in a meter. 100. And the second thing hopefully everyone knows is how many meters are in a kilometer. 1,000. If you don't know, today's your day to memorize it. All right. So convert 15,740,000 square centimeters to square kilometers. So we're going to start with 15,740,000 square centimeters, so centimeters squared, over 1. All right, we are going to go to kilometers, but before we go to kilometers, we have to go to meters. Very good. Okay. And we just said there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Centimeters is on the top, so centimeters has to be in the bottom. I like to do this as one big squared thing. If you want to write it twice, you can. All right, so now I'm in meters squared, and now I'm going to multiply to get to kilometers. So I have meters in the top, meters has to go in the bottom, and there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer, and we're going to square this guy. So now I can cancel my meters squared with my meters squared. Now, be really careful when you plug this in your calculator, or you could probably do this in your head. In the denominator, there are 2 100s and 2 1000s because it's squared. So make sure you're also squaring that number both times. Okay, so anyways, you could just move the decimal to the left, the number of spaces that there are zeros, if you wanted, right? And then round to 2 decimal places, or you can plug in your calculator. Did you guys get 0.002? I'll take that as a yes. I don't know, though. All right. 002? Anyone actually plug it in? Thanks, guys. Okay. Next one, English to metric. So as long as we know the metric, there's one place where we convert from English to metric. How do we go English to metric, which is the 1 unit multiplier? You have to know, Sam. You have to know centimeters to inches. Okay, how many centimeters in an inch? Good job. So we're going to convert 32 yards to meters. All right, yards to meters. So yards first have to go to what? Feet. So how many yards? How many feet in a yard? Okay, 3 feet in 1 yard, and yards has to go in the bottom, so it can cancel like so. All right, and then feet go to what? So 1 foot, 12 inches. Cancel, cancel. And inches go to what? Centimeters. 1 inch in the bottom. 2.54 centimeters in the top. Inches cancel with inches. And centimeters go to meters. What goes on the bottom of this one? 100 centimeters in 1 meter. All right, when you guys multiply this out, it's not letting me change pen colors, which is making me so sad. It's all in black. Oh, I could do calligraphy, though. All right, all of that divided by 100. And anybody got it for me on their calculator? Claire? 2608. Thanks. Meters. That's a calligraphy pen. Not very good. Okay, so, well, I can't write in smiley faces, but I can circle my answer or something for you if you want. Crayon, highlighter, creative pen, magic pen. What's the creative pen? Oh, the magic pen, it just disappears, and so that would be challenging for you guys. All right. I would be like, write really fast. Yeah. Oh, not letting me do anything cool. So that's not very good. All right, here we go. Square kilometers to square miles. If you can start on the far left of your paper, that's helpful. And if you can write small, that's helpful because you know we like to go across really far. All right, so we're going kilometers to miles. So Natalie, K, kilometers go to what first? Meters. I'm going to write as small as possible. 1 kilometer in the bottom, 1,000 meters in the top, and it has to be squared because the whole thing is squared. Okay. So kilometers, kilometers. Now meters, MR, go to what? Meters go to centimeters. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters squared. Okay, and Edward, centimeters go to? Okay. Good. 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch squared. Centimeters cancel with centimeters. Now we're in inches. All right, so now inches, Natalie, H. I go to what? Okay, inches go to feet. So, let's see. 12 inches in the bottom, 1 foot on the top. All right, and feet go to Mac. Good. 5280 feet in 1 mile. By the way, all of these have to be squared. Make sure you do that. Feet, feet. So my final answer is going to be in miles squared. When you multiply, this is on the top, this is on the top. Be sure you do it squared. This is on the top, squared, okay? And then in the denominator is 12 squared and 5280 squared. And anybody got an answer for me? I'll pause it. 8. All right. 0.028. Just throw my calculators on the ground. All right. Everyone got that? Okay. All right, and so that was a review of pre-algebra. Now we've got weight combination by percent. So it's back to these problems. We did one of these on the last test. You guys did pretty well on it. Now we're going to be talking what percent instead of just what weight does something weigh. All right, so we're going to start with our tic-tac-toe, basically, box here. And our elements, carbon tetrachloride. So we've got carbon first, chloride, and total. Okay, what goes in this column next to it here? Okay, how many it gives us right here? So, Julie, what goes here in this box? 1 and then 4. And don't do a total for that guy, okay? And then in the next box, we put the weight of each one. I want to change colors, but I just can't. All right, so Bree, what goes here and here? Very good. 35. And we don't calculate the sum yet. Okay? And Claire, what goes in my next column here? Very good. Multiply this times this is 12. 4 times 35 is 140. And we finally do add and get 152. All right, so here's where it's different. It says, what percent by weight of the whole thing is carbon? I want to know what percent is carbon. Well, I'm going to put an X here, and I'm going to put a 100 by the total, because I want to know what percent of the total. So I can cross off my middle column here and cross multiply. So 12 times 100 equals 152x. Divide by 152. Okay, it did say what percent. My answer is not grams this time. Last time we were doing grams, but what percent? And we're going to round it to 3 decimal places like we always do, and we get 7.895% carbon.